Can a dental hygienist in Canada start a teeth whitening business? I wanted to speak on this topic because I actually got tagged in a post on Facebook. It was somebody in the GTA area. It was like a GTA group of dental assistants and dental hygienists. And someone was like, hey, I'm a dental hygienist. I really want to start a teeth whitening business. Can I do that? And someone in the comments posted an article that was based in Alberta. You know those AI article slops where the person pretends to answer the question, but they don't really answer the question. They just throw in something that is a sentence that you probably pulled from 20 years ago, claiming, oh no, you can't do that. Okay, but where's the evidence that I can't do that? It was one of those articles. It turns out that person actually also created the article. And all I said was this is not relevant. And this also is not relevant for Ontario. The person was just well, it's helpful anyway. No, it's not. And then I realized that, you know what? There's no one actually giving you the information that you need. And nothing annoys me more in this AI era of we have more information at our fingertips than ever, but no one's actually answering questions. It's just all AI slop. Let's dive into, if you are a dental hygienist in Canada, can you launch a teeth whitening business?
Hey, I'm Rach, Canadian dental assistant turned teeth whitening educator, founder, and industry leader. Over the past several years, I've helped whitening professionals across North America improve their client results, grow their businesses, and modernize their whitening systems. Whether you're a solo whitening artist or a multi-location dental practice, you're in the right place. Welcome to MentorRach, the teeth whitening industry expert.
If you're new here, I'm Rach, and I opened Canada's first teeth whitening studio. Well, technically I started in 2019, but got the first commercial storefront in 2021. I've been doing teeth whitening for a long time. I am a dental assistant by trade and education, I guess you could say, and I've been in the industry since 2014, from general dentistry to orthodontics to sales, teaching, the list goes on. I've been in the industry for a while, and teeth whitening, honestly, I probably went through what you're feeling right now. If you clicked on this video, you probably are a dental professional who has been in the field and wanting to put your hard-earned skills to work for yourself. I get you, okay? I've been there. I did something about it, and I'm assuming you're looking to do something about it. So let's figure out how you're going to do something about it. First thing is can you, with your license, offer a teeth whitening business? It's weird that every province is different on their license holder, you could say, regulations. I'm in Ontario, and as we know, it's been a few years now, Ontario really dropped the steps in the parameters of being an independent dental hygienist, right? Now it's very easy to be independent. As in other provinces, it's not. First, you would look at, in your area, in your scope of practice with your license, are you able to offer independent dental hygiene, or are you having to be in the scope of being under a dentist? Also, just a side note, is it not bizarre that here in Ontario, you can be an independent dental hygienist, but you still can't give LA or Botox? I digress. I know there's some incredible dental hygienists who are already speaking at those topics. Back to teeth whitening, because that's my thing. What can you do? So if you're in a province where you're independent, what we've been seeing from your licensing bodies is that they aren't really caring about you offering teeth whitening. We help set dental hygiene clinics or teeth whitening businesses up throughout North America, obviously in Canada, in different provinces. And we have never had a hygienist start a business, either if it was in their independent hygiene clinic or as a solo just teeth whitening cosmetic business. We've never heard of a hygienist having any issues, and I'm recording this in May of 2026. This is typically how we see them set it up. So if you are in a province where you can be independent and you don't need any rulings under a dentist, then typically your liability insurance coverage that you are already paying for and holding as a licensed provider is covering your scope of offering teeth whitening. If you are in a province where you do not have independent options, then what we are seeing are those hygienists offering cosmetic teeth whitening. I'll explain the difference in a minute. And they are going out getting separate insurance coverage. They're getting separate public health audits. They're getting completely different scope coverage because they're doing something that has nothing to do with their hygiene license, okay? If you are offering cosmetic teeth whitening, this is how the beauty salons are doing it, the beauty providers, etc. You are offering 25% HP and under. It also has to be fluoride free and follow all of the cosmetic guidelines for Health Canada. Once you are following those rules, then you are also getting cosmetic teeth whitening insurance coverage, and that's going to require you to also get cosmetic teeth whitening certified, and that is for your insurance coverage. Your insurance will cover you with your diploma or your degree, but you get better policy rates if you have both, if you have a certificate and that with it. Some might even ask for a resume to prove that you actually are intraoral trained so that you're not as much of a liability risk to them. You are getting covered and you are running a cosmetic business. That's the difference. From there, if you again already are in a province where you're independent, we're just seeing a lot of providers just stay under their independent insurance that they're already offering, that they're highly covered for anyway. Usually we say the minimum that you'd want to be covered for is 5 million, and usually a lot of those coverages are already at that point. If you are wondering what the actual college for your area is saying about teeth whitening, we have so many dental hygienists who ask their colleges and they can never get a straight answer. It really just depends on who picks up the phone or is answering the email that day. I would say if you are really concerned, then reach out. If you are like one step more concerned, hire legal counsel, get an answer legally. From what we've seen in Canada is very different than the United States, and it does seem to be, as long as you are staying under those cosmetic guidelines, if you cannot be independent, here's your hygiene license, here's your cosmetic business. Very different. Then you're providing your skills. Do keep in mind, if you are providing that cosmetic business route, then you are not advertising as a dental professional. You're just advertising as a cosmetic teeth whitening specialist. Let's roll into exactly what the difference is between the two. As I mentioned, to be cosmetic, that means that you have to be under 25% and non-fluorinated. Outside of that, what about the difference on actually if you are independent? If you are independent, then you can use the quote-unquote dental grade gels that are going to be over 25%, and usually you're sitting at like a 35 or 37 HP. Do keep in mind HP and carbamide, so HP and CP are very different, and that's why you need a training course to learn those things. If you are in the independent scope, then you could use the higher percentages. You don't have to, okay? You really don't, but you could if you wanted to. Outside of that, there's really not too much different between them. It's just really the way that you have your business set up and what percentage you are then held to use. Now, usually the biggest question I get is, okay, if I have to stay at that 25% range, I'm not going to get as good of results, etc. Really depends on what type of gel you're working with. High quality gels are going to oxidize very similar. And also outside of that, what light source you're using. There's a big misconception that lights are placebo or that lights are fake, that they're really not needed. And yeah, heat-based dehydrating lamps are not needed, but high quality accelerators that are actually there to oxidize your gels faster are gonna help you get better results. Really comes down to working with the proper products for what route of your business you have to take, and also making sure that you are trained properly. Please don't get trained because you think you don't need it because you're a dental professional. We are taught so little about teeth whitening in our schooling. You probably made a whitening tray and did a chapter. We're not taught about how stain actually accumulates, where the stain actually is, the difference between extrinsic stain, intrinsic stain, the different types of intrinsic staining, exogenous, endogenous. Also from there, how do you actually remove the stain? Like, what is the chromophore theory? What are our reactive oxygen species actually doing when we put that peroxide-based gel on the enamel. There's so much that you have to learn, because if you don't understand the fundamentals of actually how to remove stain and how the stain got there to begin with, then you're never going to be happy with your results. You're going to get frustrated, and then you're going to honestly waste all that money on equipment and products because you're going to throw in the towel and say, this was dumb. Don't do that. Get trained properly, figure it out from the start, and then set yourself up for the best success. There's a reason why you are interested in teeth whitening, and it's because you've probably seen a zillion beauty professionals offer it around you. Everyone is looking for a brighter smile, okay? It's a non-invasive way to boost that confidence, and so many walks of life are looking for teeth whitening, and it would only make sense to use your hard-earned skills to offer that to them. Have fun with it. I always recommend build a budget. Don't just budget for equipment and products. Budget for advertising. That's huge. And also, where's your space going to be? How are you going to do it? This is just a quick little intro video of like, here's the scoop. And if you actually want to take the next step, lots of options to work with me. You can either book a mentorship, but usually what I would recommend is just jump into actually getting certified and also getting your equipment. If you are at the stage where you're like, I've looked into it for my local area, I'm ready to rock, I know what my budget is, let's go, then your next step would be going to fernwhiteningsupplies.ca. That's fernwhiteningsupplies.ca, and actually going to the startup page, purchasing a startup package, and getting started, because that's where you're going to learn all of the information that you need. It's about 6+ hours online in training, and then you have a 1-hour post call with a whitening specialist to review anything from business to theory to technical. You want to do a video, like a demo with a patient in the chair, like whatever you need, the team's there. If you are getting started, I can't wait to actually see you along this journey. So don't forget to follow me, tag me and stuff, shoot me a DM, listen to the podcast. If you're not aware, I have the only teeth whitening podcast in the market. It's called Whitening Wednesday, and I chat with professionals just like you, teethpreneurs operating and owning successful teeth whitening and tooth gem businesses throughout the world. Don't be afraid to reach out. If you're like, you know what, I actually don't feel confident, I don't feel like this is for me, then that's great. I hope this helped either way. Outside of that, if you want to actually take the next steps, then follow the links below, and from there, you should come on the podcast. I hope in a year from now, you are rocking and operating the biggest teeth whitening business in your local area, and you can come on the pod and tell me all about it. Thanks so much for listening to this video, and don't forget to subscribe and follow and like so that I can continue to get the proper information out there so that this industry can be safe and respected. So friend, thanks so much, and hopefully I will see your business soon.